Welcome you all to the Daily Crypto News channel. We are committed to bringing a minimum of one video per day informing you about what's happening in the crypto space. We encourage you to comment on us so that it will help us to put more quality videos as you like us to do. Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to get regular notifications when we post new videos. With cheers, Maithari. The listing of the UIM tokens on 18th April 2022. Universe Island is an action-packed classic, third-person shooting game that rewards players with UIM tokens. These tokens fuel the play-to-earn ecosystem of the game and are scheduled to get listed at PancakeSwap on 18th April 2022. The launch of the beta version of the game and the NFT marketplace would shortly follow. The NFT marketplace will allow players to stake UIM tokens to activate loot boxes, get special monthly NFT airdrops, governance rights on decisions for the game, as well as access to whitelist after 6 months of staking. The NFT cards will provide unique boosts for characters and can be traded at the NFT marketplace via UIM tokens with no additional fees or be displayed at the Metaverse gallery. Furthermore, these NFT cards can also be viewed by players on characters in their real-time environment with our augmented reality (AR) technology, thereby making Universe Island the first play-to-earn game enabling its players to view their heroes in a real-life environment. With the launch date getting closer, the team of Universe Island is geared to provide players with a P2E game that would take the experience of everyone gamers and crypto enthusiasts to a whole new level. All you need is a phone and you are ready to go. Algorand looks to prove why Algoracle is needed in the contemporary blockchain and crypto sector. As the complexity of current dApps, decentralized applications, on Algorand grows, so must the infrastructure, notably oracles, to enable significantly higher and better feature sets. In the Algorand ecosystem, Algoracle's opinions on off-chain computing are therefore worth discussing in key detail. What is it exactly? Since smart contracts are unable to access external data on their own, all Web 3.0 technology is built on the foundation of the most crucial of blockchain middleware, oracles. The current generation of decentralized oracle networks therefore seeks to connect real-world, off-chain data to blockchains. As the complexity of contemporary dApps grows, however, oracles must also mature and expand to accommodate significantly higher and deeper feature sets, as aforementioned. The next major frontier in oracle development is indeed off-chain computing, which essentially allows oracles to handle significantly more advanced programming logic as well as data aggregation requests on behalf of smart contracts in a permissionless way before publishing the data on-chain. As such, streamlining and enhancing the functionality of Oracle off-chain computation not only greatly improves smart contract execution, cost efficiency, and scalability, but it additionally provides decentralized applications with an excellent quality of life features that we often take for granted in Web 2.0, which includes things like push notifications and transaction automation, without requiring dApps to rely on multiple services with varying levels of centralization. Why is any of this important? It is simple to envision that as teams construct more sophisticated dApps, the kinds of data sourcing, processing, and computing will become increasingly complicated. An application would often need to pull data from numerous sources while applying certain parameters and filtering logic. Aggregating data from several APIs, selected statistical methodologies, and various data types implies that these activities quickly get needlessly complex. As a result, more efficient methods of doing off-chain processing and applying logic to various circumstances and use cases are critical. Furthermore, most EVM oracles currently offer rudimentary ways for requesting certain APIs, allowing users to choose the URL or DSO from which to send data, although they do not natively support data aggregation logic. Aggregated data streams are frequently built up or enabled on a case-by-case basis, resulting in data centralization and inflexibility regarding logic application. A considerably superior Oracle design, from the perspective of a developer, would thus enable off-chain data aggregation for general computation. Simply put, oracles should function similarly to layer 2 smart contracts, where any high-level programming language may be utilized to execute trustless reasoning. Builders ought to have access to a uniform interface that is pre-programmed with this specific goal in mind. So what's the issue and how can Algorand help? Sadly, due to outdated code and the necessity to manage backwards compatibility for current clients, the previously mentioned crucial quality of life changes and additions are extremely difficult to execute in existing version 1.0 oracles. Attempting to roll out improvements that would improve off-chain computing in present-state oracles would hence be analogous to adding new components to an already flying airplane. Due to this, most Oracle version 2.0 upgrades would often still leave developers maintaining a plethora of interfaces, both for data feeds and layer 2 operations. Algoracle is working on creating a unified interface with off-chain processing in mind, made possible by the intelligent implementation of the Algorand consensus. The significance of Algorand's pure proof of stake (PPOS) consensus is that its advantages can be simply duplicated for Oracle data. The PPOS strategy, based on the Byzantine consensus, avoids standard proof of stake (POS) security issues by fortifying the network with an emphasis on a transparent majority without bias based on each validator's entire stake. In other words, instead of forced token lockups and the risk of big stakeholders exerting monopolistic control over the network in POS, PPOS will instead introduce an egalitarian method which randomly selects validators from the entire validator body, thereby removing entry barriers along with any minimum stake requirements. Since its inception, Algorand has been able to achieve incredible performance, scale, and 100% uptime because of this random selection mechanism, also known as the Verifiable Random Function (VRF) cryptographic sortition. Silvio Micali, the creator of Algorand, was a fundamental architect behind the concept of VRFs, which are now one of the most important building elements for cybersecurity and cryptography applications. The importance of VRFs. Essentially, a VRF is a tamper-proof random number generator. Such a resource is extremely beneficial for smart contracts dealing with lotteries, auctions, assignment or selection of roles, or any other activity that requires trustlessly verified unpredictability. Algoracle can deliver a superior VRF as a service offering while also creatively deploying VRFs at the node network consensus level to reach peak Oracle efficiency by piggybacking on Algorand's PPOS consensus and bottom-up creation of a unified interface. By integrating VRFs at a lower level, Algoracle is hence able to deliver improved reliability and effectiveness. Algoracle's implementation of VRF in PPOS consensus, which ensures assured random sampling of validators, permits not just next generation off-chain computing, but also many essential functionalities taken for granted in the Web 2.0 world that currently evade the offers of Oracle providers today. About Algoracle. Algoracle, the first dynamic, decentralized Oracle network constructed on the Algorand blockchain, was developed in the autumn of 2021 and won first place in the Encode's Algorand hackathon. The goal of Algoracle is to provide easy and accessible Oracle solutions to help dApps built on Algorand access off-chain data safely, precisely, and fast. By providing decentralized participation, which is guaranteed for all independent node operators and users wishing to contribute to the network for economic stimulation, Algoracle intends to be the most reliable, secure, and easy up-to-date real-world data source. Algoracle believes that real-time data is incredibly useful and should be transmitted in a straightforward, accurate, and timely manner. It therefore aspires to be one of the blockchain sector's major open-source Oracle networks in the decentralized data processing ecosystem. Also, brave new coin, Amberdata, Kaiko, and Nomics are just some of the current partners. Meanwhile, bankrolled, Glitter Finance, Equito Finance, Upside Finance, Prismatic, Webble Network, Mercury Labs, Algorand, and others are the major clients. In terms of biggest achievements, the seed round was successfully closed, and a vital partnership with Amberdata was also established. The mainnet launch, as well as the launch of the Gora token, along with providing VRF and computation capabilities, are among the main points of focus for the next 12 months. Visit the official website and Twitter and Discord channels for more information and regular updates. Rebase Token Carnage, OM, time, Kalima down more than 98% from all-time highs. About 4 months ago, 4 of the top rebase tokens by market valuation were worth close to $8 billion in USD value, and today, the entire lot of rebase tokens collectively are valued at $1.14 billion. The largest rebase crypto by market capitalization, Olympus, OM, had a $4.3 billion market valuation last November, but after shading 98.1% in USD value, OM's market capitalization is now $438 million. Over $7 billion exited the rebase token economy during the last 4 months. During the first week of November, Bitcoin. Com News reported on the Olympus, OM, rebase token and how the algorithmic reserve-backed crypto asset worked. 3 weeks later, OM's overall market capitalization tapped an all-time high, ATH, at $4.35 billion on 23 November. OM already recorded an all-time price high months earlier in April, when it reached a high of $1,415 per coin on the 25th. Since that day, Olympus, OM, has shed 98.1% in value against the US dollar. OM sparked a slew of Olympus forks, and the Avalanche-based reserve currency protocol called Wonderland, Time, saw its market capitalization jump over to $2 billion 3 days before OM's market cap ATH. While Time's market cap reached an ATH on 21 November, the asset itself saw a price high on 7 November 2021, when it tapped $10,063 per unit 5 months ago. Since 7 November, Time has lost 98.8% in value against the US dollar. The rebase token redacted cartel, BTRFly, has dropped 93.6% in value, and Kalima DAO, Kalima, is down 99.5%. At one time, the aggregate market capitalizations of OM, Time, BTRFly, and Kalima was around $7.885 billion, and today, the dozens upon dozens of rebase coins are worth $1.14 billion. In more recent times, a slew of rebase tokens saw double-digit gains in terms of 2-week standings. 14-day data shows the rebase coins Midas DAO, Crown, Dollars, USDX, Spartacus, SPA, Euphoria, Wagmi, and Temple DAO, Temple, have seen prices gain by double digits against the US dollar. While OM is 98.1% lower than it was in November, there is still around $5.3 million in global trading volume and $24.71 million total value locked, TVL, in terms of staking. Wonderland users are staking $638.76 million today, but Time has only seen $630,447 in 24-hour global trade volume. TVL metrics and the aggregate global trade volume for rebasing tokens, in general, have also dropped considerably over the last 4 months. What do you think about the market performance of rebase tokens like Olympus, Wonderland, Redacted Cartel, and Klimda over the last 4 months? Let us know what you think about this subject in the comments section below. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for regular notifications when we post a new video. If you like the content, Kindly share this video with your friends and press the like button. Happy learning!